It's Friday, and it is going to be a warm and humid weekend. You remember last weekend when it was like nice and cool? Completely opposite this time. It's about as warm as it may get here for November, early November. Well, almost the record highs, but warm and humid weather likely around this weekend. If you're up early, though, it could be a little foggy in the morning, the next few mornings out there with the temperature starting off the day, mostly running in the 70s to start the day. And you know, I think my clicker already went on its weekend break. It's just not working. Clicker, you're supposed to work all week. It's going to start going probably as soon as I get over here. Temperatures will be back up to around 90 degrees this weekend around the area. You have to call in the relief clicker here. Yeah, and there we go. Weak cold front arrives on about late Wednesday or Thursday. Brought in a new one. Warm and humid weather, though, continuing until then. We might drop a little bit behind there, but not expecting a huge drop in temperatures like with the front way back about a week ago. So no repeats of that. Temperatures in the upper 80s to near 90 right now. We're at 89 in Harlingen, 90 in Rio Grande City, still 80s near the coast. And temperatures probably will be slow to cool again this evening. The humidity's way up there with dew points now in the low 70s pretty much everywhere. So kind of getting back to about that summertime level. You know, we don't have the summertime heat. It's not 99 degrees, but it's just about as humid, which means it can't cool off as much at night. But when we do cool off, because we have these longer nights now toward the late fall and winter months, that we could get some fog forming again in some areas. But right now it's warm and humid. The heat index, how hot it feels like it's almost 100. It feels like 99. The apparent temperature is in Rio Grande City, 96 in Harlingen and Raymondville. So be a little sweaty out there if you're playing football. If you're sitting on the sidelines or up in the stands, you know, he's probably sweating there too, cheering for the team. But temperatures fall from the 80s around kickoff time at about 7:30 this evening into the 70s by the end of the game. Should be kind of clear to partly cloudy, but there may be some clouds forming toward the end of the game and just a light breeze around 10 or 15 miles per hour. If football isn't your thing, maybe you're one of those little artsy types. You can head out to McAllen this evening. Art's its own sport in a way. Temperatures will be falling through the 80s. First Friday in the McAllen Arts District. If you want to get out there and walk around, check out some art. Light breezes, but a dry evening in McAllen. That's from about 6 until 9. And across the valley, again, late tonight, there may be a little fog around. If you look at the visibility tracker here, we call it, on Future Track, late tonight around 11 p.m., you see the visibility starts to drop, and probably by about 4, 5, 6 in the morning, and maybe some fog around. I don't think in a lot of the valley cities, but if you get into the ranch country and headed up north towards San Antonio early in the morning, if you're one of those people who wants to get up and leave at the crack of dawn, there may be some fog in spots. So kind of watch out for that before it fizzles out later in the morning. Now, Future Track shows mainly clear to partly cloudy skies this evening, but you notice it too has some clouds late tonight and maybe some patchy areas of fog towards sunrise. But the rest of the weekend, as the clouds break up, it turns out like today, kind of partly to mostly sunny and hot and humid in the afternoon, and then kind of the same thing on Sunday. You may have some patchy clouds in the morning, but mostly sunny skies pretty much are the rule, and temperatures therefore heating up again back to near 90 degrees or so in most areas this weekend. And if we haven't told you about 900 times already, set your clocks back 1 hour. Your cell phone does it itself. You know, it's technologically advanced. But Sunday morning or late Saturday night, daylight saving time ends, so the clocks go back an hour. You get an extra hour of the weekend, though, to enjoy. That's bonus. Highs near 90 this weekend. We stay at about that level with very little change in the weather until maybe a cold front late Wednesday, and then a small drop in temperatures next week, and maybe a couple of light rain showers. But we're not looking for much. We'll continue to track that front in your first 1-5 forecast this evening. Carrie?